Hello students. So today we are here to discuss about the concept related with the marketing mix. Now what is marketing mix? Marketing mix is basically a set of tools which is used by the marketeers in order to interact with the customers or interact with the market. That means they have to do the interaction with the customer or interaction with the overall market. So they have to make the use of some tools. So what are those tools which helps the marketeer in selling the products in the market? So marketing mix basically has got four elements. Those are the elements related with product, related with price, related with place and promotion. So these are known as 4 P's of marketing. The four important P's of marketing: product, price, place and promotion. So we will first discuss about the product. Now what is product? A product can be anything, intangible or tangible, which can be exchanged in the form of goods or services. When we are talking about goods, it can be any goods like book, TV, computer, automobile, or when we are talking about the services, it can be any services like insurance service, banking service, or any other form of service. So product is a bundle of utilities for the consumer. Consumer wants some satisfaction. So he needs the product which satisfy the needs of the consumer. So it is said that product is a bundle of utilities. That means there are number of uses of the product. Each and every component of the product can be used by the consumer. So when we are talking about the product also, the product also has got the elements or the features. It is a combination of various things. So that's why it is said that product mix. Product mix is a combination. Quality of product, let's say name of the product, identification of the product, packaging of the product, labeling of the product. These are the number of things which should be there in the product. Then only the product attracts the consumer and satisfy the needs of the consumer. So product mix is one of the elements. Then branding is another element of the product. Now what is branding? Branding can be in the form of name, can be in the form of design, can be in the form of logo on any product, which gives the identification to that product. So it becomes easy for the producer to sell the product in the market, and it also becomes easy for the consumer to identify a particular product from amongst the large number of products in the market. So there has to be a brand name of every product. Otherwise, each and every product will be classified as a whole product only. Let's say mobile. So there are number of mobiles. So every gadget is known as mobile only. But when we want a particular mobile, what we say that we need a mobile of Samsung, we need the mobile of Nokia, we need the mobile of Oppo, Vivo. So what are all these? These are the names which are being kept by the producer for giving the special identity to the product. Now, when we are talking about branding, so what are the features of branding also? So branding, the name should be simple and easy, which can be pronounced by each and every person. The name or a brand name should be simple and easy so that the brand name can be pronounced by everyone, like Lux, Amul, Calorie. So these are some of the brand name. Then comes that brand name should not resemble with the name of any other product. Your brand name should be a unique. So you have to keep this thing in mind that when you are keeping the brand name of your product, it should not have any similarity with the brand name of any other product which is being produced by some other manufacturer. Okay, then brand name should not have an adverse meaning in any language. There should be no adverse meaning of any of the brand name. Okay, because some of the brand name are not being accepted by the society due to some of the impact that is related with social or the religious emotions of the customers. So brand name should not have any adverse meaning. Then it should be short and simple. The brand name should be very short and simple. So when we are keeping the short name or the simple brand name, then it becomes easy for everyone to remember that name also. So these are some of the features which are related with branding. So we have seen that what is branding and what are the features of branding for us. Now we move to the next element of product, that is labeling. Labeling is basically a tag on which we are providing the various informations related with the product. Nowadays, in some of the product, the packaging, that is the secondary level packaging, and the label are being combined together. That packaging only carries the various types of informations. But if these type of informations are not there, so the producers, they are tagging a label on the product. So label basically is a carrier of informations. It carries a large number of informations related with the use of the products. The instructions are being given that how we have to make the use of a particular product, how we have to prepare a particular product in case of any eatable items, then what are the various ingredients which are there in the products, whether it is a vegetarian product, whether it is a non-vegetarian product, the marks are being put on the label. So all this type of informations are being given on the label. Then label also helps us in identification of the product. because by going through the label of a particular product, we can identify that what type of product we need from amongst the large number of products available in the market. There are lots and lots of chocolates being placed on the shelf. But if we want a particular category of chocolate only, we want a Dairy Milk, we want Kit Kat. So directly by going or observing the labels of the chocolate, we go and pick that chocolate. By going through the colors of the label, we go there and pick that chocolate. So it gives the identification to the product. Then label, it also helps in grading the various products. There are number of products, but the quality of those products is different. So with the help of label, we can identify the quality of a particular product and what is the particular use of that product. We can take that product only from the market. Let's say we are talking about 3 different level of teas: red label, yellow label and green label. How we will be able to identify? We will be able to identify these teas through labels only. Red label, red color labeling; yellow label, yellow color labeling; and green label, green color labeling. So grading can be done, and the proper labeling helps us in taking the proper product which is needed by us. Then label also attract the customers, and it induces the customers to buy the product, because if there is an attractive label on the product, so the customer is attracted towards that product, and ultimately it helps in increasing the sale of that product. Label is also required due to some legal compliance, because on that label we have to mention the MRPs of the product, date of production, date of expiry, which are a legal requirement. So we have to give all this information also. So all these are various functions which are being performed by the label. So we have gone through 3 different concepts of one particular element of marketing mix, that is product, and we have gone through 3 different conceptual elements related with that product, that is branding, labeling and packaging, in this conversation or in this lecture. So hope all these informations given by me will be helping you in getting the knowledge related with one of the element of marketing mix, that is product, and its features like branding, labeling and packaging. Thank you and have a nice day. Now, the next element of product is packaging. What is packaging? Packaging is an activity which is related with the protection of the product. When we are talking about the packaging provides the safety to the product. Safety from all types of environment, all types of natural phenomena. So this is also one of the important element of product. When we are talking about packaging, there are 3 levels of packaging. Primary level of packaging, in which the goods as they are produced should be kept in a particular pack. For example, if we are producing a toothpaste, so that paste has to be put in a tube. So that tube is the primary packaging. Then the tube will be put in a cardboard box. So when we are putting that tube in a cardboard box, that is the secondary packaging or the second level packaging, which protects that tube from getting damaged. Then the third level of packaging is the transportation packaging, in which the number of tubes are packed in a cardboard box or the corrugated box in order to move from one place to another place. So these are three different levels of packaging. Now what are the various functions of packaging? When we are talking about the functions of packaging, what advantage does packaging gives to us? Or let's say that what are the functions of this particular concept? So the first function of packaging, it provides the safety to the product. It gives the protection to the product. The product does not get damaged due to any of the misuse, mishandling of the product, or due to any of the natural phenomena. So product is totally protected. Second thing, the packaging gives the identification to the product. You can easily identify the product with its packaging. From the large number of products which are kept in the shelf when we are going for doing the shopping, we are just picking the product which is needed by us, because we know this thing that a product is being packed in a certain format, in a certain box with a certain color. So it gives the identification to the product. Packaging also helps in promoting the product. Packaging is treated as a silent salesman, because the packaging attracts the customer, and especially when the products are related with children's, the packaging gives the attraction. And when the product is packed in a proper manner, so the customers are attracted towards that product and they go and see that product. Next, convenience in handling the product. Packaging provides the convenience in handling the product. The movement of the product takes place in a proper manner. When we have to move the products or goods from one place to another place, the proper packaging of that product help us in moving those products conveniently from one place to another place. If the products are not packed in a proper way, so then it will become very difficult for us to carry that product from one place to another place. Then comes the packaging also helps in the latest trend of the shopping, where we are doing the self-service. When the self-service trend of shopping is being followed, all the goods are to be packed properly and kept in a shelf. So when the goods are properly packed and kept in a shelf, so the self-service can be done conveniently. The customer can go and directly he can do what? He can pick up that product from the shelf. Packaging also provides the livelihood because nowadays the innovative ways of packaging are being developed. So there is a lot of creativeness in the packaging of the product. So it provides the livelihood to number of persons who are involved in the packaging department. So there are separate departments in the organization which are totally engaged in doing the packing of the product. Okay. So this was all about the element of product, that was packaging.